y'all, welcome to my vlog. If you haven't been to my channel before, I'm all about fitness, nursing school, my family, my dogs, so you'll get a little bit of everything. Today I'm going to be talking about nursing school. So I just got home probably about an hour ago. I went to school. Today was my first day of NP3. I have 4 semesters in total and I'm in my 3rd right now, so I'm almost done. Knock on freaking wood because, you know, I gotta get there. But so tomorrow is my first clinical. I work from 7 to 7. And so a lot of people use busyness as an excuse of why you can't eat healthy. And I'm one of those people because you look at my day to day, I ate healthy pretty much all day this morning. You know, I had great breakfast, great lunch, I did really well. The thing is I had a family emergency today, and that's not necessarily an excuse, but there are times when it's easier to eat out because of different things going on. And so guess what I had? I had freaking KFC, and it wasn't that good, to be honest. Like, they cooked my chicken tenders gross and it wasn't worth it. But life happens, and I know that. But I also know that tomorrow I can control. I know that things are going to be better tomorrow, so I gotta do what I gotta do, right? So what I'm making today is, so first let me tell you that I prepare my food the night before. I don't really make sandwiches. I don't like sandwiches. But what I'll do is I'm making a chicken bowl. So it'll be about 3 ounces of brown rice, and it'll be, I don't know if it's half a cup or a cup is a serving. Whatever a serving of black beans is, I'm gonna have a serving of black beans. I'll have my chicken, and then I'll have cilantro on top of that with some salsa and guacamole, and it's freaking delicious, and it's probably around 500 calories. Oh, and cheese. I forgot cheese. You can't forget cheese because it's so good. So yeah, so I make my chicken bowl, and that's what's cooking right now. Is I have a really fancy indoor grill, and all I have to do is press the on button, press the chicken button, and press OK, and then it'll tell me when it, oh, I'm sorry guys, I wasn't even pointing at it. So all I do is I press the on button, the chicken button, and the OK button, and then this will let me know when it's done. So it's pretty simple, and I can even do frozen stuff. I do frozen hamburgers all the time. Chicken is a lot harder to do frozen stuff, but that's besides the point. So yeah, so that's gonna be my lunch for tomorrow, and then for dinner, I'm gonna have carne asada tacos because I have carne asada and I'm super excited for it. So hopefully my boyfriend will make that for me, cross my freaking fingers, and we'll have some fajitas tomorrow night for dinner. And then breakfast, normally for clinicals, I usually do like my hard-boiled eggs, turkey sausage, and a rice cake. The thing is that I need a little bit more carbs, and I think I realized that last semester was that I was drowning by 10 o'clock. So I think I need to add a little bit more carbs into my breakfast, and so it can last me a little bit longer in the day. However, tomorrow is an exception, and that's because my teacher is having us meet at Denny's. So I'm going to choose probably a skillet. Don't know what kind. I haven't looked at the menu because I don't go to Denny's very often. So hopefully they have skillets because I love skillets. But I'll have a skillet there, and then have all the rest of the stuff for the rest of the day. So yeah, so I just wanted to tell you guys that preparation is important. You have to be prepared for those busy days. Because we get like a 15-minute at 10 o'clock. Well, whenever you want, but I take mine at 10 o'clock. So I'll have a protein shake. I'll have a rice cake with peanut butter on it, and that will hold me over until I take my lunch, which is usually around maybe 1 to 2. And yeah, and then I'll be set until I go home for dinner. So just remember, stay prepared. Busyness is not an excuse. You may want it to be an excuse, but it's not. And if it is an excuse, so well. Like today I had a bad day. I had a slip up, you know, but things happen. Things get in the way. But when you can't control it because it's all up to you. You're the only one that can make this chicken at 7 o'clock at night, so that way you can have your lunch for tomorrow. You know, you're the only one that can pack those strawberries. You're the only one that can do all the things that you need to do, unless you have like a wonderful wife or husband that will meal prep for you, but even then, what are you gonna do when they're not there, You're gonna go out to eat because you're not used to cooking for yourself. So, at the end of the day, it's all on you. Do it, don't wish for it, work for it. So that's the only way you're gonna get it. All right, and I'll see you guys in the next clip, because the next clip will be about how I get my bags ready for the morning and what I do, because like I said, everything's about preparation. I'll see you guys in the next clip. So this is what my lunch will look like tomorrow. I'm not sure if I'm going to eat the tuna, but I'm taking it just in case I'm extra hungry. So I have my chicken bowl and my protein shake, a rice cake. So these will be eaten on my first break, and then this will be eaten on my second break. And then the tuna could happen anywhere in between there. So yeah, gotta stay on it, gotta try, gotta do work. So I thought I would show you guys what I do to pack up for the night before and what I bring along with me. And I guess Bob is going to be special guest appearance in this video. Hey, get out of here. Get out of here. Oh, okay. So I always bring 2 bags plus my lunch pail. This little bag goes into this one. It fits perfectly. So in my backpack, I bring my notebook, which contains my different rotations, because I go to 3 different hospitals throughout the semester. So it's going to tell me, my schedule and what dates I'm where and when. So our clinicals are from 7 to 7. And so, like, in my notebook, I carry all of my care plans. I've printed out my care plans. And in case you don't know what a care plan is, it is just a bunch of paperwork you have to do based on the patient that you have for that day. And we do one for each week. This is a totally different care plan than what I've been doing the last 2 semesters. So I will be learning how to do this tomorrow. And then obviously, like, I have my paperwork I have to turn in. So that's what I keep in this notebook. I bring my drug handbook, which each school has their own drug book that they want you to use. This is ours. And the reason why is because this care plan requires me to list medications and explain why. And especially when you're giving out medications, no matter what medication it is, you need to know what it is, why you're giving it, and the side effects, and what you have to do beforehand. So this book comes with me everywhere in Clinical. Then I also have my nursing care plan book, which I didn't really use last semester because I've gotten pretty decent at care plans, but I'm bringing it just in case. And this is going to help me give nursing diagnoses, and that's a whole totally separate thing that you learn in nursing school, but just know that nurses make diagnoses too. It's just completely different than what doctors do. So this book helps me on that. And so all of this goes into this backpack. And then over here in this little bag, I bring my stethoscope, and I have my Kelly clamps and scissors. And then I bring a dry erase marker, because every morning you have to write your name on the board of the patient that you are working with. I have my highlighter because of the fact that I need to highlight on my report important facts about my patient. So I really like to do that. I obviously have a pen light, and it has the different pupil gauges, which is pretty cool on it. Every nursing student and nurse has to carry one. It's very important in your assessment. And I carry, in this little bag, I have lots of pens and pencils. They require you to use pens. However, some teachers let you use pencils, and I'm hoping that this teacher is one of them. So I'm hoping I can use a pencil this semester. And then I have my handy dandy notebook. And so this is just a little tiny notebook, and this is where I take report in. So I go through with the nurse that I'm with that day, and we talk about all the patients and their status and what they're in for, and their current status. So I take report on this. It's extremely important to me. I can't lose this. And then I have this amazing freaking clipboard, and I recommend it to every nursing student and every nurse out there. Why? because it's freaking useful. So as you can see, this thing is folded, right? And on the folded part, it gives you all of these different cheat sheets, like how to write your labs, which I'm trying to get used to because labs are part of my daily report that I write in that. And they also go in my care plan. And I need to know, you know, up-to-date information about my patient. So if I can get used to writing it like this, then that will help me whenever I become a nurse and I talk to a doctor, I have everything organized. So that's a way to organize it. And it also gives you the lab values, which I already have most of them memorized, but in case I forget, there they are. And so this is just a little cheat sheet that it gives you. And it also has a backside and it does the same thing. So it's really freaking amazing. And then when you open it up, this is where I carry my care plan because I have to fill it out. I have to finish this paperwork during the time that I'm there. So it's easier just to have it on the clipboard with me and then I fill it out on the go. Amazing. It was like $32 and I know it's pretty expensive for a notebook, but totally worth it. And so then on my backpack, I always clip my watch to my backpack, and then my badge fell out inside my door there, but I always clip my badge right here so that way I don't forget it. And so in the morning, I just grab all of this with me and then I'm ready to go. So also remember, be prepared. I fix this up every night before clinical. Every night I get all of this together and make sure that it's in my bags because you do not want to wake up at 4 in the morning and be scrambling trying to do all this. So preparation is key, guys. So the last couple of things I do to prepare is I iron my clothes the night before because we have to look professional and neat. So I always iron my clothes the night before. And then on top of that, there's my Susie. There she is. Oh, she's getting vicious. And then on top of that, I make my coffee for the morning. Oh gosh, it's really dark in here, you guys. Sorry. But basically my coffee has an option to delay the brew. And so I set it up completely for that night. And this is what he does. He's like a freaking cat. He literally pushes things over with his nose and knocks it down to the ground. It's very, very annoying. Anyways, so yeah, I just make my coffee for the night before. I set it at 5 o'clock and starting next week I'll have to leave even earlier. But tomorrow it's set for 5 o'clock and yeah, and then I'll be good to go. So that's pretty much what I prepare for the day before clinicals. One last thing, sorry, I also shower the night before. Some people might say that's gross, but it's called I wake up at 4 in the morning and I'm not willing to shower at that time. So I take a shower at night and then I go to sleep and I wake up and my hair goes in a bun and my makeup is done very simply and I get on the road. So yep, pretty much my daily life in nursing school. So yay! So it's clinical morning. 5:14. Gotta make me some coffee and get ready for the day. So it's now 6:10. I gotta get going on the road in about 10 minutes. So this is what we wear. We wear all of our whites. I don't know if that's scanning down really well, but we have to wear our white scrubs to school, which sucks because if you get anything on it, it's completely apparent. So yeah, so I will get going in about 10 minutes and then I'll be at Denny's, have breakfast, and then we go on to clinical. So yeah, I'm excited. Hey y'all, I'm gonna keep this short and sweet, but it is now 6:45. So 12-hour day is done and we have class tomorrow. So I'm gonna keep this short and sweet because I'm tired and I want to get home and I still gotta make dinner. So I will talk to y'all later. Bye. Hey guys, so I just got home from clinical. It is 7:45. So it was an hour drive and I also got lost in the parking lot. It took me like 10 minutes to get out, and so it took me a full hour instead of 52 minutes to get home, which freaking sucks because I'm really tired and I have a really bad headache. But now I'm gonna make carne asada and some tortillas, and then I'll be good for the night. So I'm gonna get everything set up, changed, and then I will talk to you guys about my clinical day because it was pretty good. All right, see you in a few. So my day, well, it was pretty great. We were at Denny's for about 3 hours. I'd say, well, yeah, like 7 to 10:30, I think, around there. And then we went over to the clinical, and then the first like hour and a half was orienting us to the hospital because we'd never been to that hospital. And then by that time it was about, by the time we were done, it was 12. And then we went to lunch, and we came back around 12:45. And then we got our patient and our nurse, and my patient was amazing. And today pretty much made me remember why I want to do this. She was having an extremely hard day. She is having a pretty dangerous surgery tonight. And so she had lots and lots of breakdowns, and I was there for pretty much all of them, you know, and I was comforting her and talking to her, and she just really appreciated it. And, you know, she thanked me for it at the end, and, you know, told me that I was such a sweet person, and that, you know, I really helped her calm her down. So it was a really great experience. And on top of that, I got to go see a, what is it called? There's a tube that gets put in. It's like an IV, and it gets put into the chest. I just can't remember the name right now. I'm so tired, guys. Like, I don't even want to film right now, but I'm doing it because I obviously want you guys to see what a week in the life of a nursing student is like. And this is it. It's 8:30 at night, and my feet are tired, and I'm standing, you know, and I can go sit down, but it's just for filming. But anyways, so I got to see that. I got to see a CT scan, which I've never seen before. And so I got to see the mass on a brain, which was really freaking amazing. The little skills I did, which was spike a bag, a piggyback, hang the piggyback, program the pump. Pretty simple stuff. It wasn't anything crazy as far as skills go, but it was still great. It was a really good first day. It did make me realize how rusty I am on nurse lingo, because if you are not a nursing student or a nurse, you don't talk the way that nurses do. And so, like, for example, like, let's look at this water bottle right here, right? You would say, well, it's a water bottle, right? Well, I'd have to be like, oh, well, it has some pinkish outlines, and it looks like it's standing on its own without assistance, and the water is clear and about 3/4 way, and I have to measure it. You know what I mean? So it's completely different lingo. I forgot all of it in the 2 months of my break, and so I sounded really dumb today, but hopefully I can get it back, you know, by next clinical. But I'm going to shut this off now. Tomorrow I have lecture, and I'll film that, and not film the lecture, that's illegal in our school, but I will film my day. And it's Valentine's Day tomorrow, so I'm gonna get some chocolates, and I'm gonna eat them because it's Valentine's Day. So tomorrow's Valentine's Day. I'll see you guys tomorrow. So here are my carne asada tacos. I know they don't look that appetizing because of the light, and also they don't look that appetizing, but they're gonna be delicious. And it took me less than 5 minutes with that grill. Like, it cooked steak in 3 minutes. And then I just heated up the tortillas, and I measured out my cheese and my hot sauce, and I'm good to go. So I'm excited to eat, and after I eat, I will tell you guys about my day.
Bella goes crazy.
Hey guys, so it is Valentine's Day, and my niece Veronica is here, and she is going to watch the house because me and Tony are going out on a date tonight, and we won't be home till late, so I really appreciate it. Yay! And so I wanted to show you guys because today I have a lecture at 1:30. It's 12:10 right now, so it takes me 40 minutes to get to school, so I gotta leave about 12:30 so I have time to park. But like I was saying yesterday, it's all about preparation and what you do. Today is going to be my cheat meal, and we are going to Lucille's, which is a barbecue restaurant down the hill. And then we are going to the movies afterwards. So I don't track my cheat meals just because it's just time to relax. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to sit there and have to worry about how many carbs I'm eating and blah, 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 because it's just time to relax. Also, it's Valentine's Day, so it's a special day. I know a lot of people don't give a crap about it, but I do, and I enjoy it. So, but what I always do on my cheat meal days is I eat pretty normal, like how I would normally eat throughout the day, and then I'll have my cheat meal. So, what I had this morning is, let me actually show you in my freezer. So, I was running late because of the fact that I had to get my niece, and I had to clean my house, and I had to shower and get ready. So all I had was these croissant Jimmy Dean Delights, and they're 290 calories each, which is pretty high. So I had probably about 600 calories for breakfast this morning because I had 2 of them. The macros on it, and these are really high. See, this is why I don't like to do it on my cheat days, because it makes me feel super self-conscious. But it's 32 grams of carbs, 12 grams of fat, and 15 grams of protein. So I had 64 grams of carbs, 30 grams of protein, and 14 grams of fat this morning. So it's not too bad. I mean, it's more than I normally eat, but not too bad. And then I feel like Hulk when I do that. And so for lunch, what I'm bringing to school is I have my protein shake, which I changed my protein shake from the last video I made. I now drink PE Science, which, sorry guys, I'm walking all over with my camera. But it's PE Science Select Protein. And what it is I was supposed to get Snickerdoodle because everyone says Snickerdoodle's the best, but Amazon sent me peanut butter cookies, so this is what I get to have until it's done. And it's actually not bad. Like, it took me a second because it's extremely sweet, and I was so used to the chocolate flavor, but I have peanut butter cookie, and it's pretty good. And it's lower in calories than what I had on my previous. So I like this one. And then I have my tuna packets. And then I also have my baked hot Cheetos, which I've shown you guys in my grocery haul before. Still eat these on a weekly basis. They're delicious. So all I did was I went into my scale over there, weighed out a serving, which is 28 grams, and then have it in my bag of stuff to take. And then tonight I'm gonna have some fried chicken and mac and cheese, and then probably some mashed potatoes. And then at the movies we're going to have we like a variety because we're fatties. So I have my Raisinets, Kit Kats, and then Tony loves Red Vines. So we probably won't eat all of this candy because it's a crap ton of candy, but I like to be over prepared because the fatty in me says yes. So this is what we're going to have for the movies. And then dinner is going to be Lucille's. And then this is what I'm going to take for my lunch. And I'm probably going to add strawberries to that because honestly, those sandwiches are not really filling. They're not worth the 600 calories because I get fuller off. Hey guys, so I'm sitting here. I still haven't started homework. I'm being extremely lazy, but I'm going to in probably about half hour. Well, once the show's done. So yeah, half hour. But I wanted to tell you guys that I am struggling really bad and I'm failing. So part of my whole weight loss thing and weight in general happens because I like to binge. I'm a binge eater. I don't really know why, but if I have something, I feel like I have to eat all of it. Like right now, I'm not hungry. Like, I had my protein pancakes, I had 2 turkey sausage, and I had some chocolates this morning, so I should have been fine. But instead right now, like, I have these truffles that I got for Valentine's Day, and like, I ate like probably 3/4 of those. You know, Tony had probably about 2 or 3, and then I've had the rest of them. And I don't know how to really handle it. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them away because if they're in front of me, I think I'm going to want to eat them more. So if anyone has any advice about binging, please help me. And it's always been a struggle, and it always will be a struggle for me just because I like to eat everything. Like, I love to just have, if I'm gonna have like a bad day, then I'm gonna have my Takis, I'm gonna have a big ass, you know, meal, dinner, and then I'm gonna eat everything I possibly can. And so it's still a struggle. It always will be a struggle. So for all of my binge eaters out there, you're not alone. It sucks. And then like right now, what I'm feeling is like I'm starting to feel like guilty, like crappy, because why am I doing it? I don't know why I'm doing it. I'm not sad. I'm not angry. Like, I'm not emotionally eating. So, and I'm not bored. So I'm just eating it because it tastes good, you know, but I want to get to a point in my life where I can have 2 of them. Like this morning, I should have been fine. You know, I want to get to a point where I can have like 2 and be like, oh, that was enough for me. You know, I'm good to go, instead of having to eat like 7 of them and make myself feel sick, and knowing that I just ate, you know, like 800 calories in chocolates, which is freaking stupid. So I just want to tell you guys that I'm struggling really bad today. And you're going to have these days, and everyone has these days, and it's normal, but I just got to learn how to get it under control. So thanks, guys, and sorry if I look like crap. I literally haven't done anything. I woke up, I sat here, I had coffee, I made breakfast. I've been like binge watching my shows, and now I'm binge eating, so I need to stop, put it away. So yeah, I'm in my PJs, and I have my doggies, you know, sitting right next to me over there, my pretty little girl. And yeah, so I'll keep you guys updated. I'm gonna try and stay strong, put these away, don't eat them. Hey guys, sorry about yesterday. So I didn't end up working on homework. I went to my parents' house and I had to drop off my niece, and then I went to dinner with the boo thing. So I didn't get to homework, but I have until Tuesday for my project. So just to give you a rundown how my homework works out is that I'm gonna kill this guy. So how the homework gets out is that overall we have 1 class, which is NP3. But NP3 gets broken down into 4 different sections. So we have our lecture, our Sims, skills, and clinical. And each one of those have their own homeworks and their own entities. So it's basically having 4 different classes, but it's considered 1 class. And so this next week, I have clinical on Tuesday, I have lecture on Wednesday, and then on Friday, I have my Sims and my skills lab. So on Tuesday, I have a presentation that I have to teach a patient that just had a stroke how to eat. And we call it like left hemiplasia or right hemiplasia, where they're not able to move a specific side of their body. And it has to be 5 minutes. So that's what I'm going to be working on. For lecture, our first test is in 2 weeks, I believe. And so what I'm going to start doing is they put up podcasts and different lecture notes to go with our lecture that we had this last Wednesday. So I'm going to make note cards and listen to the podcasts. And then for skills and Sims, Sims needs its own preparation. In case you're not in nursing school, simulation is where we have a computerized robot patient thing that acts and responds like a real patient. And so we're gonna have, I don't even know what you said, but it's probably offensive. But so the robot, we have a scenario, and we have to research the scenario, research the meds, and then get acquainted with it, so that way when we go in on Friday, we can act appropriately the way that a real nurse would act in that scenario. And then in skills lab, we have to prepare for what different skills we're going to be doing that day, which I haven't looked at yet. So I have a lot of homework that I have to do, and my project is due Tuesday, so that's my priority. And then I'll work on skills and Sims, and then I'll work on lecture. So that's pretty much the plan. So I just wanted to give you guys a quick update, and I will talk to you guys in the next clip. See you later.